Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Ask, Learn, Grow, the show where the Reef team answer questions and share updates and insights from the digital marketing industry. I'm joined today with Andrew Tan, who's one of our talented performance managers here at Reef. And Andrew's going to be talking about audiences in Google Ads. Is that right, Andrew? Audiences in Google Ads is the topic?
Yes,
cool.
yes,
So first of all then, are audiences actually important when it comes to Google Ads?
They definitely are important. They might not be the first thing that people think about when they think about Google Ads. Many people think about keywords as the most important thing. And while keywords are really good as a foundation for Google Ads, especially search, the audiences give it an extra layer of depth so that you know really who you're speaking to. That was reflected like when Google changed their name from Google AdWords to Google Ads to reflect just the greater marketing ecosystem that they have available, especially in their display and video advertising on YouTube as well as search. So for instance, audiences are very important if you're thinking about retargeting people on your website. So for instance, if you're a clothing retailer and there's somebody who's looking at men's shoes and all the different types of men's shoes on your site, that is a very different person who might be looking through the different variety of women's coats. So this can just give you a good idea about how to retarget them across your various Google platforms to be able to give them the best customer experience and make it most likely that they'll enjoy their time interacting with you and most likely to lead to a purchase on your site.
Cool, exactly. And you've talked about one specific type of audience, although that they can be broken down further, which is retargeting. What other audiences might be available that you recommend people perhaps look at and create?
Well, there's a lot of other different types of audiences. One of the other most important ones is uploading customer lists. So if you've got a list of people who previously purchased on your website, then they're very valuable. You can then target them with similar types of products or to be able to try and upsell them on those products. So they're very important. Other types of audience that you can have are in-market audiences. We find that they are very important, especially if you're trying to get that sale or an interaction. So these are the people who are in the market or most likely to buy your product. They're people who've recently searched for your product. For instance, men's shoes. People may have searched for men's shoes recently. They may have been watching YouTube videos about how to choose the best men's shoes, or they might have been looking in Google Maps about nearest shoe stores. So this gives Google a really good indication that this person is wanting to buy soon. So we find that they're a very powerful audience. There's also other types. Google also has types of audiences called live events. So these are people who've either recently done something or are likely to do it in the near future. So for instance, it's people who recently got married or are likely to get married soon. It's similar to somebody who is looking to buy a house or recently has bought a house. So if you're someone like a furniture retailer, that's a very good signal because somebody who's just bought a house will likely want to redecorate or at least reorganize their house. And they'll probably likely need a new lounge suite, a new coffee table, a chair, or just a cabinet to put their TV in. So there's many different signals there. And yeah, I was just wanting to mention, sorry Scott, also that Google has a feature called similar audiences. And this is where Google can look for people who are similar to the type which you've already nominated by looking at their behavior online.
Excellent, very insightful, and quite a lot that you can do with all those different options. And one key theme that you kind of touched on there is intent, and the intent of the person that you're trying to reach, whether that's sort of general purchase intent or around a specific life event or whatever it may be, then yeah, by targeting the right people with the right offer, it can yield high performance from from the campaigns that you're running. And just on that, talking about performance, can you share any successes or personal experiences of using audiences to improve a campaign or improve performance?
Yeah, well, I can speak about one where I actually used an audience on YouTube. So it was a client who was in the printing business. So with that, I used an audience which was a custom intent audience, which is basically the same as an in-market audience. So people looking for printing services. So we were showing them videos on YouTube, and this video introduced the company and how they worked to this audience. We found that with this video, it was 2 minutes long, but the average watch time of this audience was 1 minute 40. So it just showed that if you have a very targeted audience with a very useful message for that audience, you can get strong engagement. So it can be used for the engagement and awareness stage as well as the conversion stage. So as we can see, it can filter through your whole marketing funnel.
Okay, so if someone's looking to start using audiences or start getting more into audiences as part of their Google Ads campaigns, what recommendations or tips would you give to people looking to work more with audiences?
Well, I think the best place to start is your remarketing audience. So make sure that you're engaging those people who have already been to your website. If you have sufficient traffic on your website, then you can segment those out further. So people looking at types of products A and products B and products C, then it means that you can really retarget and engage people on their particular products that they're interested in. The other thing, which I think is very important, is to look at customer lists. So if you've got a list of emails of people who've signed up to your newsletter or people who've bought your product, it's very important to upload those because you can re-engage those people through your marketing, as well as leverage Google's ability to find similar people to those audiences. So they're a very good starting point. If you're looking to sell products, then in-market audiences are very good to look at because they're the people who are likely to buy in the near future. So I'd say start with those sorts of audiences, and then there's many more to investigate as you go along the way.
Great stuff. Thanks, Andrew. Nice overview to some of the main audiences and what they do for people who are looking to incorporate more audience work with their Google Ads campaigns. That kind of wraps up today's call. So if you've got any questions about audiences, please feel free to send them in, and we're always happy to help. If you'd like to see the team cover a specific topic in a future video, please put your recommendations forward and we'll see what we can do. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to be notified of when the next video is available. Apart from that, thanks everyone for watching and enjoy the rest of the day.